Hi students, good morning everybody. Today in this session we are going to discuss some questions on organic chemistry. So after watching this video you can get some idea on some concepts of organic chemistry. So let us go to our questions. So before going to that, if you are first time to my channel, please subscribe my channel and tap the bell icon. So now the first question is this one. So arrange the following in the order of basic strength. So here he asked to arrange these three compounds according to their basic strength. So here there are carbon ions are there. So here the negative species are there. So these carbon ions can react with any other species, that is electrophile. So the electrophile, it can react with any electrophile. So which of these three can easily react with an electrophile? So the stability is inversely proportional to basic character here. Okay. So if it is more reactive, then it is more basic. If it is less reactive, it is less reactive means it is less basic. Okay. So now let us check which of these three can easily react with electrophile. So here this carbon ion has no any conjugation. So that's why it cannot involve in any resonance effect. So that's why it can easily donate this negative species to electrophile. That is, this carbon ion can react with electrophile easily. So here it can easily react. So it is more reactive. Okay. So it is more reactive means it is having more basic character. Here it will have more basic character. Okay. Remember one point, the stability is inversely proportional to basic character. Okay. So if reactivity is more, stability will be less. So here it is more reactive. That's why it is less stable. Less stable means it will exhibit more basic character. Okay, clear? So here it will exhibit more basic character. And if you consider this one, so this carbon ion is in resonance with this carbonyl group only. So here this carbon ion is in resonance with this carbonyl group. And if you consider this carbon ion, so this carbon ion is in resonance with this alkene and also with the carbonyl group like this. So these two electrons are shifted to here by displacement of these pi electrons towards here, and these pi electrons also displaces towards oxygen atom. So here there exists resonance among these three. One is carbon ion, double bond, and also in keto group. So here there is more resonance structures. So that means it is more stable. More stable means it is less reactive. Okay, clear? More stable means less reactive and also less basic character. Okay, so that's why it is less basic. Here it is less basic, and here it is intermediate between these two. So the order of basic character will be like this. B is more basic than C will be very less basic. So that's why intermediately A is present and it is C. So this is the order of basic character. If you are supposed to get the order of stability, so which is more stable? So here it is more stable because it involves three effects. Okay. So C, reverse order, just reverse order, C is greater than, A is greater than B. So this is the order of stability. If he asks to calculate the order of stability, this is the order. Okay, clear? And next question. So which of the following is least resonance stabilized? So among these three, which is least resonance stabilized? So here these involves in resonance effect. All these involves in resonance effect. So this involves in resonance effect due to aromaticity. So this is also aromatic compound. Here it is also aromatic compound. So these three are aromatic compounds. This is not the aromatic compound. So here the priority of effect, we have to consider the priority of effects. Here it involves in aromaticity. Here it involves in resonance effect. So here resonance effect takes place by displacement of pi electrons like this. Okay. So here we have to consider the order of priority. So priority of effects, you have to remember this priority of effects. So priority of effects are in the order of, first one we have to consider the aromaticity. If there exists any aromaticity in the compound, that compound is more resonance stabilized. And then you have to consider the resonance effect, that is mesomeric effect. And then you have to consider hyperconjugation. And then you have to consider inductive effect. inductive effect. So in this way you have to give order of preference to effects. So if any molecule exhibiting aromaticity, that will be more stable than the molecule which are exhibiting inductive effect. Okay. So here these three are aromatic compounds and this will involve in mesomeric effect, that is resonance effect. So this is least stabilized compound. So this is the least stabilized. Okay. And next one. So he gave this equation conversion. So the above reaction is carried out by which reaction? So here this is not changed here. So but here the double bond is reduced to alkane. So that is the keto group is reduced to alkane. So ketones converted to alkanes in presence of which one? So Clemmensen reduction means it takes place in presence of zinc amalgam and HCl. Clemmensen reduction. So zinc amalgam and HCl. So here acid chlorides will reduce to aldehydes. So in case of Wolff-Kishner reduction, so this reduction takes place in presence of diamine or hydrazine. So in this situation, in this reduction, the keto group will convert into alkane. So that's why this will be the correct option. Okay. In case of Wolff-Kishner reduction, or other one is, so here I think this option is wrong. So this is not the Clemmensen reduction. So this may be Rosenman reduction. Rosenman reduction. This Rosenman reduction reducing agent means palladium and barium sulfate. So because Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction both reduces carbonyl group to alkanes. So here it is Rosenman reduction, palladium barium sulfate, so which reduces acid chlorides to aldehydes. Okay. So this is Wolff-Kishner reduction. So in this Wolff-Kishner reduction, carbonyl group converted to alkanes, and here it is lithium aluminum hydride and here sodium borohydride. So these two are reducing agents. This is strong reducing agent and it is weak reducing agent. So both reagents reduces carbonyl group to alcohols. So the correct option will be this one. So these are strong reducing agent, lithium aluminum hydride, and this is weak reducing agent. So both reduces carbonyl compound to alcohols, but here it is alkane. So that's why the correct option will be Wolff-Kishner reduction. Okay. And next one. So here which of the following undergo SN1 reaction most rapidly? So in order to consider the SN1 reaction, we have to remember one point. We have to consider the stabilization of carbocations. Here SN1 reaction takes place in two steps. In the first step, it will form carbocation. So that carbocation will be stabilized. So if the carbocation is stabilized, then it readily involves in SN1 reaction. Okay. So among these four, which carbocation will be stabilized? So after leaving this Br minus ion, it forms a carbocation here. So here also by leaving this Br minus ion, it forms a carbocation here. So by leaving this one, a carbocation is formed here. So this carbon carries positive charge. Here it carries positive charge. So here by leaving this Br minus ion, it forms a carbocation. So here this carbocation is formed at the bridged carbon. So if the carbocation is formed at the bridged carbon, that is highly unstable. So this forms unstable carbocation. So that's why this is not the correct option. So here also by leaving this Br minus ion, it forms CH2 plus. If it is benzene ring, then it will be stabilized by resonance or mesomeric effect. But it is not a benzene ring. This is cyclohexane. So if it is benzene ring, then it forms tropylium cation. Then it will be stabilized. But this is not benzene ring. This is cyclohexane. So that's why it is not also stabilized carbocation. So in this situation, it forms a carbocation here. So here it is the allylic carbocation. So this allylic carbocation is stabilized by mesomeric effect. So that's why this will form stable carbocation. So this will be the correct option. Okay. So this will form allyl carbocation. Allylic carbocation. So this allylic carbocation is stabilized by mesomeric effect. By shifting these pi electrons towards this carbocation is formed here. This carbocation is converted to this carbocation. Okay. So in this way, allylic carbocation is more stable by involving some resonance effect like this. So this will form allylic carbocation. This is, so by shifting of these pi electrons, we get the resonance structure like this. By shifting this one, we can get the carbocation here. So this is again another resonance structure, allylic carbocation. So the correct option will be B. And next one. So here two aldehyde groups are there. These two aldehyde groups reacts with concentrated NaOH upon heating, produces what? So here two aldehyde groups involves in two types of reactions. The aldehydes and ketones involves in mainly two types of reactions, that is aldol condensation, other one is Kennedyro reaction. So in order to involve in aldol condensation, we have to use here mild base, and also it requires an alpha hydrogen atom. Here there is no alpha hydrogen atom, so that's why here we are using concentrated NaOH. That means this reaction may be some Kennedyro reaction. Okay, so in Kennedyro reaction, what are the products? So the Kennedyro reaction is a redox reaction, and it also disproportionate reaction. We can say it is a disproportionate reaction. So redox reaction. So one group will undergo oxidation, then the other group will undergoes reduction. So here aldehydes undergoes oxidation, this aldehyde group undergoes reduction. So here the option may be, this is not the correct option. Here cyclization takes place, this is also not correct. So here CH2OH, alcohols are formed. So this aldehyde is converted to alcohol. That means here it is involves in reduction. So this aldehyde converts into acid, sodium salt of acid. Here it converts into sodium salt of acid. So carboxylate ion is formed here. Okay, so this will be the correct option. Here both are carboxylate ions. This is also not correct. So here it involves in intramolecular Kennedyro reaction. So this is an intramolecular Kennedyro reaction. Okay. So here you have to remember some points regarding this Kennedyro reaction. So during Kennedyro reaction, disproportion takes place. Disproportion means one substance will become oxidation, other substance will become reduction. Here the two groups are present in same molecule. That's why it is called intramolecular. Intramolecular means within the same molecule. So this is called intramolecular Kennedyro reaction. Here you have to remember that point, that is this Kennedyro reaction. Generally the Kennedyro reaction is the third order reaction. Okay. Remember carefully, these points are very important. So this Kennedyro reaction is generally third order reaction under normal concentrations of NaOH. Okay, under normal concentrations of NaOH, this is third order reaction. So if the concentration is more, that is at high concentration, it is fourth order reaction. Under high concentration, it is fourth order reaction. Remember carefully. Under high concentration of base, that is NaOH, it is fourth order reaction. At normal concentration of base, it is third order reaction. Okay. And next one. So aldol condensation and Kennedyro reaction both are involved in carbonyl compounds. So but the rate of aldol condensation is very much greater than the rate of Kennedyro reaction. Rate of aldol condensation is very much greater than rate of Kennedyro reaction. Okay, clear? So aldol condensation rate will be very more. Okay. So in order to involve in aldol condensation, the molecule should consist of alpha hydrogen. And this Kennedyro reaction is a disproportionate reaction. Remember carefully, disproportionate reaction. Sometimes he asks like this, which of the following is a disproportionate reaction? So which is Kennedyro reaction in the given option? That will be the disproportionate reaction. Okay, disproportionate reaction. Okay, and next one. Identify the correct option. So here halogen will be there. So this will undergo to form elimination to form double bond. So here double bond is formed means here there is an elimination reaction. So predict which of these reaction is. So it follows through which of these mechanisms. Okay. So here bromine is there, it is eliminated. So it should be elimination reaction but not SN2 reaction or SN1 reaction. So this is an elimination reaction. Now we have to check whether it is E1 or E2 or E1 CB. Here there is no option E1 CB. So but we have to check here E1 or E2. So suppose if it is E1, so an intermediate carbocation is formed. If it is E2, that reaction will take place in presence of strong base. We have to check in order to predict whether the given reaction is E1. Remember carefully, whether the reaction is E1 reaction or E2 reaction or E1 CB reaction. We have to check these 3 points. So if it is E1 reaction, we have to check the stability of intermediate carbonyl ion. We have to check the stability of intermediate carbonyl ion. Some intermediate carbonyl ion is formed. Then after the formation of carbonyl ion, it will form double bond. Okay, E1 reaction takes place in 2 steps. In the first step, it forms carbonyl ion and then it will form double bond. But in case of E2 reaction, a strong base will be taken. So it takes place in presence of strong base. So simultaneous reaction takes place. Simultaneous addition of base and elimination also takes place. Simultaneous addition and elimination takes place in case of E2 reaction. And in case of even Cb, a carbene ion is formed. In this situation, carbocation is formed, but in this situation, a carbene ion is formed. That carbene ion is stabilized by certain functional groups. A carbene ion is stabilized by certain functional groups. So remember these 3 points. So here, what happens in this equation? So here it is AlCl3. So this AlCl3 acts as somewhat Lewis acid. So here there exists some lone empty orbital. So it can easily react with Br minus. So Br minus can easily abstracted by AlCl3. So by abstracting this Br minus, it forms a carbonium ion. So here it forms a carbonium ion by abstracting Br minus ions. So since it forms a carbonium ion, this reaction is E1 mechanism. It proceeds through E1 mechanism. So after formation of carbonium ion here, it will react with, it will abstract H plus like this. The shifting of H plus takes place and Br minus takes place. Okay. Thank you. Like the session, share the session and subscribe to my channel. I hope this video will help you to revise some organic concepts. So if you would like to get more videos like this, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.